My topic is Laborem Exercens. Work is one of the aspects of man, perennial and fundamental. Man's life is built every day from work. Work also has toil and suffering, harm and injustice. It is the Church's role to call attention to the rights and duties of worker and help guide changes. The Church's social teaching on work begins with the book of Genesis. Genesis is the first gospel of work. It teaches that the dignity of work is the imitation of God at work. From Genesis, work is a fundamental dimension of human life. Be fruitful, multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it. These words indicate work as an activity for man. In work, man reflects the action of the Creator, the man master of the earth through work, but he is still under the order of the Creator because he was created in the image of God. Work is less manual and more aided with machinery. Technology is man's ally. It is the fruit of man's intellect and a historical confirmation of man's dominion over nature. Man as the image of God, he is a person, a subjective being capable of acting in a planned and rational way, capable of deciding about himself and with a tendency for self-realization. As a person, man is the subject of work. First, sphere of values. Work and man himself. The toil of work is familiar to everyone because it is a universal calling. In spite of toil, or maybe because of it, work is good for man. Work is a good thing for man, for his humanity. Through work, man transforms nature, adapted to his own needs, and also achieves fulfillment as a human being. Second sphere of values. The family. Work is the foundation for the formation of family life. Work and industriousness influences the process of education of the family. The family is a community made possible by work and is a school of work. Third sphere of value. Society. Society is an educator of the values of work, also the great historical and social incarnation of the work of all generations. The key problem of social ethics is just remuneration for work done. It is the key to a just relationship between worker and employer. The wages is how the worker accesses goods. The justice of the wage is a way to evaluate an economic system. Social benefits, healthcare, the right to rest, right to a pension and insurance, right to a working environment and that is not harmful. Unions are a mouthpiece for the struggle for social justice, for the rights of workers. The labor union is a constructive factor of social order and solidarity. Disabled people are fully human subjects with innate, sacred, and inviolable rights. And in spite of the limitations and suffering of their bodies, they point up more clearly the dignity and greatness of man. Employers should help in training and work of the disabled as is suited to them. Man has the right to leave his native land and also the right to return in order to seek a better life in another country. The immigrant should not be placed at a disadvantage respect to the native workers in the matter of working rights. Work is an act by a person, which means that the whole person works, body and spirit. The work of the individual human being is given the meaning with it has in the eyes of God. Man by work shares the activity of the Creator, and he continues to share and perfects it as he advances the discovery of the resources and values of creation. Work must be the preparation for the rest in heaven. Our participation of God's creation was given special relevance by Jesus Christ. who worked. Jesus proclaimed the gospel of work, the gospel by deeds. So his gospel being proclaimed by a worker is a gospel of work. All work is connected with toil. This toil is an announcement of death. The resurrection is the elevation of Christ after death and his return to the apostles. In work, we find a small part of the cross, and we accept it with the same spirit of redemption. Labor is not only increases the material fruits, but also human dignity, brotherhood, and freedom. Therefore, not only contributing to earthly progress, but to the development of the kingdom of God.